Hey YouTubers, Sunday again. And although I did not get up, although I got up quite late at 11 a.m. since last night I went to bed at 3 a.m. After some personal entertainment business, and after some Bible. After I produced some Bible reading vids, and I considered myself highly productive yesterday, to be absolutely honest. But instead, unfortunately, since yesterday onwards, I began to feel some more growth and respawning of some hemorrhoids, on my ass. Unfortunately, this is truly a pain in the ass, and not to mention it further exacerbates my mental condition, such as depression and suicidal thoughts. Not even to mention intrusive thoughts. I have it even bores myself to repetitively mention those symptoms. It really makes me sound like a pathetic victim, and I hate saying that. I just hate saying that, yet I have no other choice and no other channel of venting except BitChute. Yeah, by the way, I have opened up or registered for an account on BitChute as an archive to store my vids in case to store mostly my earlier vids in case my channel won't manage to survive in the future, since we always have to hope for the best and prepare for the worst, and that constitutes parts of my plan of survival on the interweb. Which means my backup plan of survival on the global interweb consists of setting up or opening up various archives or backup channels, to just just in case my channel could vanish or be forcefully vanished or silenced by the CEO of YouTube or CEO of Google. Well, I do perceive a discernible chance or likelihood that they might remove my channel for exposing the dark side of this world too much, and aka red pills, even black pills sometimes, and in addition, my Patreon page houses quite a lot of vids that can contain some taboo contents, either cultural taboo or religious taboo contents that I suppose will get quite frowned upon, as long as some of those Jews or people who don't quite, whose agenda or ideology don't quite align with MGTOWs, with single and fatherless Jews like us. They might just file some reports, some complaints, and yes, so there is a possibility there. Don't take everything you have at the moment for granted. And yes, just in case you are currently being mentally or psychologically tormented like me, and then I would actually advise against watching those motivational vids, so-called motivational vids, which showcase other people's success, and more often than not it can make you feel even worse. Like I said, I once made a video called something called I once made a video based on my thoughts and ideas about a movie called Chinese Dreams in America, and I watched how hard those dudes worked, and how hard they strived to attain financial success, and also financial independence, and harmonious and relatively happy families units for themselves, and so try to abstain from watching them unless you feel like so doing, but even if you feel like so doing, it will very much likely ended up making you feel even more depressed, even more suicidal, even more upset with yourself, with your current performance, with your current mental status. Sorry, I stuttered a bit. I beg your pardon for it, but I'm trying my utmost best to improve the fluency and the coherence of my speech by pretty much making YouTube vids on a daily basis as much as I can. And also on this coming Tuesday, I am actually I haven't booked the appointment yet, so I can't say I am scheduled to pay the doctors another visit, but I was highly I have been highly suggested by my aunt and my grandma to see the doctors, despite the growth and the respawning of those hemorrhoids on my ass near the shite hole there. Sorry if my French might have offended you in any way. So for today, I just pretty much like last Sunday and the Sunday that came before last Sunday. Ever since I was rescued by an aunt and an uncle of mine back to my grandma's residence, I haven't actually made any money yet. That's why I tried my utmost best to find things to do. Even if for work projects that are unpaid, even for internship that are unpaid, it can still involve fears and lots of rivalries, competitions, mostly, and in generally speaking, those rivalries and competitions tend to happen quite a lot in China. You can be certain of it, that as a Chinese national, who just don't get accustomed to Chinese culture, Chinese system, he is bound to experience torments and tribulations, and not to mention that he's lost his old man, and he is still trying to make a recovery, from that shockwave, from the aftermath of such traumatizing event. I am beginning to perceive myself to be, increasingly, similar to hiding in my room, a few years ago. Since he used to pretty much live a similar lifestyle to mine, to my current lifestyle or life patterns or behavioral patterns, but I'm not, minus the uncanny thoughts and some other sorts of weird paraphilia or anything. Sorry, I have to use some euphemistic terms to paraphrase my words, so that my video won't startle you guys, or lest the vid could get removed by YouTube, or that would mean my hard work, my effort to get back on my feet will become all in vain. And I don't want that. I just want you guys to know what I've been experiencing, and what those torments, psychological and physiological torments feel like. And so yeah, well, at this point, I have to consider some of my problems quite unique. I have found no solutions to them. Such as how can I deal with that crazy woman who allegedly popped me out and never ceases to utterly destroy me by grabbing all the legacies of my old man, that he left me with, and actually I never intend to seize anything, of my old man's after his premature and sudden demise. I just wish I could live like a normal human being, get some love, by another, female human individual, relatively decent. Well, deep in my heart, yeah, I do perceive, I do still, have some bit of pride, characterized by thoughts that I should deserve someone decent, even for a perverted dude like me. But it's just a fantasy so far, and I have been internalizing such fantasy for far too long. And in terms, sometimes I get backfired by those wishful thinking and fantasies, normal or abnormal fantasies / wishful thinking. Yeah. Sorry if I made this video too long and too boring for you guys to listen to or watch, but that's the that's the truth of about what's going on on my mind at the moment. I still see no hope of ever getting recovered from this pile of mess and huge pile of shite, which contains different kinds of nodes of other shite, and twisted nodes that are so tightly twisted that I just can't untie. And it's well, for better or worse, I do anticipate that I shall get myself quite stuck and stranded in China at my grandma's residence for quite a while, maybe for another several months. Well, if you think in red pill or highly realistic terms, I won't be too surprised if I got stuck here at my grandma's residence for several years or so. So I have to make YouTube vids to make some ends meet. I hope you guys can understand my desperation, but in the meantime, I am also giving those who are also feeling extremely depressed and distraught. You know, don't watch those motivational films or movies or vids, even if you feel like doing so, because you will unconsciously or subconsciously, you know, make either compare or contrast yourself with the characters there, and that will almost certainly make your day even worse. Anyway, guys, I have to do my grandma some favor, so I have to end this filming session for now. And thanks for watching and listening. I will see you guys in another video on YouTube. Take care. Peace out. Bye bye. Cheers.